Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, welcome. And if you are a returning investy bestie, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate all of you guys being here with me today. Just to recap, we are a family of 5 and we are trying to achieve something called FIRE, right? So FIRE stands for financial independence, retire early. We're trying to retire in about 5 years or so with a $3 million network to be able to start our own businesses, travel, and do the things that we want to do in our life. So if that sounds interesting to you, you want to know more about investing, wealth building, assets, cryptocurrency, just all the ways to make our money truly level up, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and join us. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a alternative type of investing, different investing types or accounts that are not really talked about often online or investing books or on podcasts, the unsexy version, okay? But a lot of times these accounts or these investment types can really be a great way to grow and maintain your wealth. Okay. The idea is to have our money outlive us, right? To have our assets outlive us and passed on to the next generation so that they can have a good head start. And I can tell you guys some of the alternative types of investing that I'm going to be sharing in this video, we love and we actually have. So we own these types of investments or we have these types of investing accounts. So you guys know I teach with the receipts. I don't come on here. I really try to, though I'm not a financial advisor, I really try to show you the proof that's in the pudding, to really show you the accounts. I share real numbers, go back through all my playlists, and I really try to show you and guide you and encourage you to at least take a step out on faith and really see what your money can do with the proper mindset. So we are all knowledgeable investors. I don't want you guys to blindly follow me. I want you guys to really take the golden nuggets of what I'm saying, do your own research, and just step out, right? And that's why I created that investing workbook to really show you guys how you can do it. The investing workbook is on sale right now for $29.99. It's usually $35. It is a great value because I really literally take you through the investing process, even with these types of alternative investments that we're going to talk about today. So let's talk about the HSA. Let's talk about that first because this is one of my favorite type of investment vehicles. So HSA, you probably have heard that term on the internet so much, especially in the finance community. And keep in mind, I did a thorough HSA walkthrough update in this video here, and I will have the direct link to that video and to all the investment types that I'm going to be talking about today in a description box below so that you can go ahead and click on those links and just check out the video directly. But HS stands for Health Savings Account. And the idea is that you use pre-tax dollars and you can put pre-tax dollars in this health savings account to help lower your overall health and medical costs, right? Healthcare is just something that all of us need or will need somewhere down the line, and not just us, but for our families. And I really love using the health savings account. Why? Because I love using it as an investing type of account. So most people, when they have an HSA account, they will use it for just health and medical expenses, right? You put pre-tax dollars in it, which is great. And then you pay your deductibles, your co-pays, your medicines, things like that. For people that are on the FIRE movement or just really trying to find another way to invest, you can use the HSA as an investing account. So yes, you can invest the money that is sitting in your HSA. The HSA, one reason why it's so great is that that money just rolls over year over year. So it can continue to grow for you over the long term. Now, usually people with HSAs have high deductible health plans. Okay. I'm just being real with you guys. So if you see anybody with an HSA, it's probably because we have high deductible health plans and it costs us a lot of money. But if you are in good health, you know your personal state. Use the HSA as a means to invest. And I'm telling you guys why, because there are 3 big investing caveats to it. Really 3 big tax benefits that I think could be beneficial. And not I think, that are just beneficial. First of all, the money goes in tax free. So like with the 401k, let's just say you make $10,000 a month. Let's just say you decide to put $1,000 into your HSA. That means the government is only going to tax you on $9,000. Okay. You made $10,000, but they're only going to tax you on $9,000 because you put $1,000 of it into your HSA. So the government is incentivizing you to do that. Same with your 401k or traditional IRA, things like that. Those are pre-tax dollars. So that's one thing, is that the money goes in tax-free. That's one benefit. The second benefit is that that money grows tax-free. So like with a Roth IRA and an HSA, all of your gains are tax-free. And I mean, come on, guys, tax-free gains, you can't beat that with a stick. And the third perk of an HSA is that when you take that money out for qualified health care expenses, it is tax-free. So usually when you have money grow in an investing account and you go to take it out, you have to pay taxes. Not with an HSA. If you take that money out and use it on healthcare expenses, you don't have to worry about the tax man. But here is the loophole that many of us use, is that the IRS does not give you any stipulation on how far in the future, let's say, you can reimburse yourself. So let's just say, Shalise, go to the doctor, my copay is $20. Instead of using my HSA to pay that $20, I'm going to just pay that $20 out of my pocket. I'm going to take my Amex card or $20 in cash. I'm just going to pay the doctor's office. I'm going to keep my receipt. I'm going to upload my receipt to the cloud. So you got your phone, you got a computer, keep a spreadsheet or something, upload your receipt, okay? Keep that $20 that you would have taken out of the HSA, leave it in there and let it invest, let it continue to grow. Let's just say 10 years down the line, I say, you know what? I'm ready to reimburse myself back, okay? I want to reimburse myself back that $20 that I used 10 years ago to go to the doctor. The IRS allows you to do that. And the good thing is that that $20 have been growing and growing and growing for the past 10 years. So now that $20 is probably $120. And the IRS will allow me to take my money out and reimburse myself tax-free. So a lot of people use that loophole. They will keep their money in the HSA. They will keep contributing to it and let it just grow and grow and grow. And let's just say 10 years down the line, when they want to get their money back, they reimburse themselves the money back. And all those gains are tax-free. I'm telling you guys, I love it. A lot of people also use the HSA. And I'm spending a little bit more time on this because I want you guys to understand it. A lot of people also use the HSA if they are pregnant or if they know they have a surgery coming up and they want to be able to pay for that with pre-tax dollars. They will use it for that as well. So I love the HSA. And now you could use it on like feminine hygiene products. You can use it on allergy medications, birth control. I mean, there's so many different types of uses you can use an HSA, your HSA money with. And the contribution limits are for a family, where a family of 5 is $7,300 for 2022. Moving on to cryptocurrency. I love cryptocurrency. I invest in cryptocurrency via Coinbase. My referral link is down below. If you open up a Coinbase account, you get $10 in Bitcoin. I would get $10 in Bitcoin. I love cryptocurrency. It is a digital asset, which means that it's not physical. So cryptocurrency, you cannot hold in your hand like a dollar bill. One thing I love about cryptocurrency is that it is 100% digital and it's 100% worldwide. So I'm here on the East Coast of the United States. Someone could be in Japan. We want to make an exchange. I want to buy something from them. We can exchange and do our transaction any time of the day. Another thing that I love about cryptocurrency is that it's not subjected, it's not regulated. So you know, our banks and the things that we have here, it is heavily regulated by the government. Okay, they tell you what you can do, when you can do it, how you can do it. So let's say I want to deposit $2,000. They will put a hold on $1,000 and they will say, well, you can't have access to this money until, 3 business days later. It doesn't work like that with cryptocurrency. It is 100% instantaneous. Now, I will say, okay, that you need to make sure you have the correct wallet address when it comes to cryptocurrencies, because if you send something and there's a letter or number off in your wallet, you will lose that money. So cryptocurrency is very important to kind of stay on top of it. In terms of crypto, I'm heavily into Bitcoin and Ethereum, a little bit of Solana, a little bit of Cardano, but I really try to stay away from like a lot of the meme coins, because again, cryptocurrency is extremely volatile. Okay, you want to make sure that when you are investing, you are doing your research. Now, your Investy Bestie did a super thorough walkthrough tutorial of not just Coinbase, but what is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum? Who founded Bitcoin? When was it founded? All of the many uses that you could use cryptocurrency for. For example, you can use Bitcoin at Burger King. You can use Bitcoin at Tesla, although I think they pause payments, but you can use Bitcoin at Tesla. You can use Bitcoin at Burger King. You can use Bitcoin on Amazon and at PayPal. Okay, guys? So watch that video, get a super detailed walkthrough. I will have the direct link in the description box below, and that's going right into NFTs and the metaverse. So I really am a big fan of this whole digital world right now. I really am a big fan of NFTs. I actually showed you guys how I purchased an NFT. I will have that video and the direct link to that down in the description box below. You will see me buy an NFT via OpenSea. So the thing with NFTs is that you could only buy it with cryptocurrency. You cannot buy NFTs with cash, okay? So you open up a Coinbase account, you put some money in there in Bitcoin. When you open up a Coinbase account, you have to download a Coinbase wallet. So it's a separate app, but they are connected. So you have your Coinbase account, you transfer some money from your Bitcoin onto your Coinbase wallet. Then you connect your Coinbase wallet to a marketplace that sells NFTs like OpenSea. That in that video that I just talked to you about, I buy the NFT on OpenSea, and our NFTs have tripled in value since we bought them. We own 2 right now, and I really am a big fan of NFTs. So just the digital world, and that's going into the metaverse, and I've been learning more about the metaverse. So just from my beginner understanding of it, the metaverse is just a parallel or a replica of the real world, like a 3D version of the internet as what we know it today. So think of metaverse as like what we do in real life. And a great example of this, like if you, and this is something I learned, if you want to see the metaverse kind of acted out in real time to get a really good understanding of how it works, Roblox, if your kids play with that game, I think anybody who has kids or nieces or nephews, little cousins, I mean, know of Roblox. Okay, that's a great example of what the metaverse is acted out. Your children or the kids can have avatars, so they assume these identities. They could buy clothes, they could build homes, they can form lands in their own virtual worlds, they can meet up with people, they have groups and relationships with other avatars. Everything that we do in real life, they can do in this alternative reality, this virtual world, this metaverse space. And I really tried to think about, you know, when I first heard about metaverse, I was like, really, is that something that people would be into? Until I saw my children using it and playing it and enjoying it. And then I have my nieces and nephews and just other little children that would constantly talk about Roblox and spend their money on Roblox. And so I decided to get my feet wet with Roblox, and because I wanted to get access to the metaverse and get 50 shares. Now, Roblox is relatively inexpensive right now. It's about $40, give or take a couple dollars in each direction, because when I'm filming this video, the stock market can go up or down, but it's about $40 or so. So I think it's relatively, you know, inexpensive to get a whole share. We have 50 shares, and I think my short-term goal is about 100 shares of Roblox just to get my feet wet. Nvidia is a company that's an investing company on the stock market. It's a tech company that's on the stock market that's also heavily into metaverse as well. Again, these digital alternative realities. So the computers and the chips and the processors that are needed to actually allow Roblox, for example, to function. These are the companies that we are also investing in as well. So that is just like a quick, like what I've learned so far about the metaverse. I'm really enjoying it. And again, a lot of kids are hooked on to metaverse. I mean, they're spending their money, their allowance on buying skins and, you know, different things for their avatars. So just look into it. I'll leave an article down below of a great resource if you are new to the metaverse world and you want to know more about it. Moving on to metal. So you'll see a clip up on the screen. We own a couple of gold coins. Actually, we own quite a bit of gold coins. We also own a couple of British coins as well. And you'll also see some like gold blocks that we own. Now, we do purchase our silver metals and gold metals from JM Bullion. They are a very safe and very replicable website to use. I'll have their link below. You can also sell your gold and silver coins and metals back to them, so they will value it for you. They have really good security type of website. Is really secure. They really have good processing times, and again, a lot of people use them, and I'm a big fan of it. I know a lot of people want to know, like, where can you buy it? I buy ours from there. And you know, gold and silver to me still is a small hedge against inflation. It's been around since, I mean, when Jesus and them was walking the earth. So I'm a big fan of gold and silver, and it's always nice to have a little bit like in your stash when it comes to, you your finances or just your wealth box. Period. Okay, so that is our gold and silver metals. And last but certainly not least is the Sep IRA. So a lot of you have been asking me about this. I talk about it all the time. Like if you have a small business, if you have an LLC, if you are monetized on YouTube, if you have an Etsy shop or your own website, really try to use these types of accounts to further invest, to further park your money so that you don't have to get taxed on it, and it could grow for you over the long term. So there is something called a Sep IRA, and there's also something called a solo 401k, and they're really similar, but the biggest difference is that with a solo 401k you could put a lot more. So just like with like a traditional IRA versus a traditional 401k, you could put more into a 401k, right? Well, it's the same way with the Sep IRA and the solo 401k. The biggest difference is that with one of them, you can have like employees and you can invest for your employees. The downside is that it takes more of your profit, because if you have expenses associated with your shop or your website, if you're trying to like buy equipment as well or save to buy that, you may not have a whole lot to put towards that. But I always tell people something is better than nothing. Try to put $10, $20 to your Sep IRA. It will lower your taxable income, which means the IRS will tax you on less. So when you file your taxes, again, I'm not a tax advisor, so make sure you talk to someone, but you can lower your taxable income. So you're saving for your future and the government isn't taxing you on as much. The Sep IRA is very, very easy to open. I open ours with Fidelity. You can open one with Vanguard, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab. I mean, you can open a Sep IRA on your own. Very easy. You call the number, and the thing is, if you call the number like with Fidelity, they will open one up for you over the phone. Now with a solo 401k, you have to fill out paperwork. Again, remember how a traditional 401k at your job, you got to fill out paperwork. You got to go through a middleman. They got to approve the paperwork and all of that type of stuff. It's the same way with the solo 401k. Why? Because you can put a lot more into a solo 401k. I mean, you can put $61,000 into a solo 401k, okay? But I always tell people, if you're just starting out, if you're new at this, you're trying to find your footing, go with the Sep IRA. It's much more simpler. You can open one yourself and usually start investing right away with it versus a solo 401k. Now, I will say, like, if you have a bigger business, if you start hiring employees, if you want to do like more on that level, like you're becoming more of a company, then a solo 401k may be a great option because you can put more in it. But again, you got to go through more of the paperwork and process. But so those are all of the alternative types of investments that we are currently doing. We also have real estate and just stocks in the stock market. But again, guys, I love the HSA. I love the metals. I love the crypto and the NFTs and the metaverse. I love these alternatives because if you can get on board early on, I'm telling you guys, imagine if you would have bought Bitcoin 10 years ago when it was like $100. Bitcoin is right now trading like around $44,000 per coin. Like, that's life-changing. And so these are some of the things that I'm trying to get on now, especially in the metaverse, because just think back 10 years ago, Cash App. I mean, like really using a device to pay for groceries or to pay for your bills, that was unheard of 10 years ago. And now everybody uses it. Well, I'm thinking 10 years into the future, what's going to be going on? What's going to be popping? What are some of the younger people, like our children, going to be into? And look, that's what I'm trying to do, okay? I'm trying to get on this train early, okay? So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me some comments down below. Which one of these alternative investing types interests you the most? Is it the HSA? Is it cryptocurrency, metaverse, the metals? Is it the Sep IRAs or the solo 401k? Let me know down below. I love chit chatting with you guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that little bell notification button so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. Leave me a comment down below. Share it on your channel or on your social media platform so that we can get this information out there and truly change the face of wealth. And follow me over on Instagram. I post a little bit more often over there. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and until next time, you guys already know, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, have a good one. Bye bye.